some talked about having uh, or using one language to sort of kind of unite Africans. I listened to Malema Julius. I think it was like 2 years ago or so, and he mentioned Swahili. I know
Right.
the foundation of Kiswahili is not a core African language, but at least it's a conversation to talk about.
It's a wonderful vision
Yeah.
to want to unite the continent on a language. I think it's also a very sensitive subject for the continent. We are people who have seen a colonial war waged on our own languages. We have seen language be used to silence people. We have seen, for example, the pretense of a country like Botswana that we all speak Setswana when there are so many non-Tswana speaking Botswana. So language has been used as a tool for oppression, even within our own countries. And so even as we prescribe on the continent Kiswahili or any other language that would unite us, I think we should be very careful about that. It's a very exhilarating thought, but I think the practicality of it, we would have to understand that whatever language we bring to an African culture finds other languages there. And it's the dynamics that it has with what it finds that determine whether the presence of that other unifying language are beneficial to our consciousness or not. I hope that makes sense.
It does. Yes. It does.
Yeah. But you see, Sunny, this is the thing though. Like, I'm not against Africa having one language. I just don't think it's practical the way that the continent has proceeded since 1884. And so then I'm more inclined to say Africans anywhere in the continent should have access to to languages from other African regions, right? So if I'm in Botswana, I should have access to Yoruba, I should have access to Kiswahili, and so on. That I think is a much better model, and it's something that I have personally lived, where I speak Kiswahili and I speak Setswana, and so I'm able to sort of go across African regions that way and communicate, and that I find more practical and easier to put into action. Just claim the whole continent and don't impose one language on all. I think that the imposing one language on the whole continent is too similar to the violence of colonialism that we've endured. And I would like a different path of just opening up possibility to languages throughout the continent.